some pretty disturbing rumours coming out on Twitter these days regarding CA. And it's usually more than rumours. When you see rumours like this and when they present in this way, there's usually something to it. Especially when you get responses like these. What the fuck? So we've got a guy called Hexavier on Twitter. He has 25,600 followers, and he's followed by some people in the game industry that I also follow. So he's not nobody. He's got a position in the game industry, and he's going to be breaking this apparently. He says, seen a bunch of back channel stuff about abuse and sexual assault from current and former Creative Assembly team members. These are the developers of Total War, for anyone that doesn't know that. And people afraid to speak out. Since I have no skin in this game, well, that explains that. Several folks I know have outed Badge Singh as a main culprit of abuse and cover-ups. All you have to do to support vulnerable people is to be there for them, believe them, and amplify their voices when they speak out. There's every reason in the world to help each other like that, and it makes the entire industry safer and stronger. And then someone called Saul Brennan, who is a rigger at Heart Machine HQ, Scottish, Insomniac Games, Spider-Man, also followed by people in the game industry that I follow. 8,000 followers, so another person in the game industry, and they've said, can confirm, thought he was a good guy. He even came and virtually hung with me on my first pandemic birthday. Truth is, he's a serial sexual predator and abuser. What the fuck? What is going on here? What the hell is going on? Oof, he wasn't a bad dude when I interacted, but it was only online and very limited. Yep, I met him and was incredibly disappointed to hear what people had to say about him later on. So other people are reporting this stuff. It's coming to us third hand here. Senior character artist in the game industry, world traveller and watercolour colour enthusiast, working for Deck 9 Games, ex-Ghost Story Games. What next? We've got... It's sad to hear stories like this from every major studio. Every major studio, it's good that these are coming out. I hope there will be change in the future. And here's another one that I just noticed. It feels so freeing to finally be speaking about this. Badge systemically bullied and harassed so many of us. Systemically bullied and harassed, holy shit. I've collected a lot of stories about him over the past few years. And it paints a very grim picture. So this has been going on for years and is only just coming out now. My heart and love go out to anyone that's been affected by him and the culture that allowed him to thrive. The culture that allowed him to thrive. Hasn't he been at Creative Assembly this entire time? The culture. Badge was reported a lot. He used to joke about it publicly in the office. He was reported a lot and he joked about it. It's not just him that needs to take responsibility here. Oh, fuck. I'm glad you feel able to speak out. So many of the people in various departments at that company are and were rotten. Holy shit. I'm so glad that you're somewhere happier now and having a positive experience. I've heard so much about this person via various whisper networks. Well done to yourself and others for having the courage to speak out. As someone who's had issues in the past, these people thrive on scaring their victims into silence. So glad the stuff about Badge is coming out now. This stuff about Badge is coming out now. I heard a lot of stories and he was always a creep. I hope you're okay. Thank you, Liz. I'm honestly okay. Now I work with two teams that are both full of wonderful and kind people. It's really rebuilt my confidence and allowed me to heal. That's why I feel safe piping up now publicly. But I have been warning people about him since I left. Glad you're safe and gathered enough courage to speak up on this. Trish, is this déjà vu? Yeah, I think so. Polish-Canadian engineer, ex-games industry, Blizzard, NCSoft, Creative Assembly and various indies. She was in Creative Assembly back during Rome 2. I remember this. I remember her name and how she looks. And she's now commenting on this. I'm so sorry you were one of the people impacted. One of the people impacted. So that's another ex-CA commenting on CA. I really hope you found ways to heal. This looks really bad. This looks really fucking bad. I just noticed this one and I'm splicing into the video later on. Going back to the video now. So these are pretty serious allegations. They're being corroborated to some extent. And I've also got my own interesting things that I can add on to this. So if I just do this, Creative Assembly badge sing. Creative Assembly on Twitter, our lead character artist badge sing shares insights on game art, the industry, studying anatomy and training your brain, the tools he uses. So if we click on this tweet is gone. But if this tweet was gone months ago or years ago, it wouldn't be showing up in these search results. So this makes me think that Creative Assembly is going through their past and purging this guy. I'm quite sure about that because we don't see other tweets that were deleted months or years ago showing up here in these kinds of Google results. I've never seen that happen before. So I think that within the past 2 days, maybe other people can check this tweet was deleted. This is where this guy was actually tweeted about by an official Creative Assembly channel. And I think they're going back and just brushing this guy under the rug. Am I right about that? My instincts are usually right about this stuff. And if so, then that's interesting. They haven't made a statement about this that I'm aware of. Let's see if they made a statement about it. I don't see a statement about it. And you can't usually get statements out of CA when you ask for one. Well, this is what they do. They just batten down the hatches and hide. That's how it's been with previous controversies. So, and this is the most serious one yet, I think. Allegations of sexual abuse, including assault. If they know that he's guilty and are deleting his tweets, his past tweets, which I suspect is going on, then why are they not making a statement and apologising and disassociating from him properly? Why are they doing this kind of stuff? I'm right about this, am I not? Someone else can tell me if I'm wrong. Let's see if we can find anything else. Looking for official channels. Art resources. Show more. Is there a show more? Hang on, I'm gonna do an interview with Badge Singh. We'll have to view the cache version of this. I haven't looked at this yet, but have they purged them off here as well? An interview with Badge Singh, August 2018. What? The cache version's different. It's just gone. They've deleted that guy's article and the next one is just moved up. They've just fucking deleted that section. Let's see if I can refresh this and get it to display differently. Yeah, holy shit, they're purging this guy. They know he's guilty as fuck, and they haven't made a statement about it, they haven't apologised about it. That's really bad. What are they doing? Still on ArtStation here, but that's his ArtStation, I think. Let's see if we can find anything else. I think that's like a smoking gun. But to reveal a smoking gun like that and not have actually made a proper statement, that means that they know he's guilty and are not willing to offer any empathy to the victims or to take responsibility whatsoever, and are purely taking action to do damage control to cover their own ass. And also there is an ex-CA employee called Simone, who was the face of, what do you call it, the people that interface with the fanboys on the Discord and have to deal with all their fucking bawling and tantrums. Can't remember. But that's what Grace did. That's what Simone's replacement currently does. And Simone has some interesting tweets. Thanks for the follow, by the way, Simone. Appreciate it. Like, we were sort of on opposite sides for a while there, but he never did anything wrong by me. He never antagonise me at all. I think all of the antagonism from Creative Assembly towards me precedes this guy's arrival, and he just landed in it and saw that it was a clusterfuck and promptly left. But he's left some interesting tweets. I'm just finding one quickly that's recent. Someone says gamers shouldn't be allowed to criticise game devs until they made a game, and then he responds mocking them, which is good. So he's kind of advocating for our side here at the moment. Alright, let's find what I'm looking for. Yeah, here we go. So this is on my subreddit. I posted this. Simone said, just a thought, if a gaming company loses its entire community team in a year and a half, maybe there's something wrong going on. And then someone responded to Simone and said both JGX and CA seemed to have this issue nearly at the same time. And then he liked that, Simone liked that, so he's acknowledging that it was about CA. He didn't mention CA here, but by liking this guy's tweet, it seems like he's confirming that. And then, get ready for it. Every time I tweet about Creative Assembly, I lose followers and some current employee blocks me. Y'all salty as fuck. So that was September 15th, 9pm. And the tweet before that was September 14th, 11pm. So he posts this and says that there's something wrong going on in CA's community team because they lost their entire community team. And then he confirms that it was about CA, undeniably, over here, 24 hours later. Seems like it. So it's all coming together. This confirms what I've always suspected pretty much, and it's nice to see. See when Simone left these comments, I'm suspecting that this might have something to do with it all. It's the art department, like Badge Singh is the art department, but maybe it's systemic and maybe it's just a shit show over there. I can't confirm, I've never been there, I don't talk to people that have. All I'm doing right now is looking at tweets and piecing things together. The fact that it seems like there's a cover-up going on here, more of which I just discovered right here, right now while I'm making this video, is remarkable. Like, we have tweets disappearing, that was really sketchy, and I'm quite sure I was right about that, but then when you see their page here editing spontaneously, you're just stacking on probabilities at that point. You're making it obvious. Okay, so we've got a YouTube interview being linked here.
Get into the live stream.
Lead character artist at Creative Assembly. Lead character artist, so he's the one in charge of modelling all of these fucking monsters. Something that I've just never appreciated whatsoever, thankfully. Google this, quote it. Alright, quoting up to Hero Do. Let's find it. Well, it's there in Google results. Like, Google results displays this. Let's see when this was cached. Can we find a date for when this was cached? As a snapshot of the pages appeared on 23rd of September 2022 at 2pm. So this is a month ago. So a month ago he was on this page and he's not on this page now. So that's what's going on there. That confirms it. Can we see the date on this tweet as well? Nah, I'm not going to bother. I think I've shown everything though. Like, maybe there's other stuff that people can dig up using cached versions on Google. If they just do quoted Google searches and try and dig around, you might be able to discover more sweeping under the rugs of this guy without any statement being made. And that's quite bad, I think. See if they know for a fact this guy's gilly as fuck, and they are trying to do damage control, but they're not taking action to take responsibility for it. That is really bad if there's evidence of that going on, and it seems like there might be. Yeah, just wanted to cover this because this is remarkable. This finally gives some clarity on what Simone was saying here, because he hasn't clarified. But yeah, that's funny. This was... he said that in September. Yep, so that was really recent. That was just over a month ago he said this. And then a month later, we have a shit show, potentially. A storm forming. So I'm going to be paying attention to this. Let's see what else comes out. And I hope the truth does come out one way or the other. I can't say for certain, with knowledge either way, what happened, who's right, who's wrong, but what I do know is that when it looks as bad as this, It's really fucking bad. So anyone that has dealt with this kind of stuff, respect to them for coming out or for even just talking about it. I've also dealt with some misconduct from CA, nothing remotely approaching fucking sexual assault as is being alleged here. But whenever I saw apparent injustice or misconduct or poor behaviour, I wasn't quiet about it. I spoke out about it and documented it. And I hope other people will do that too, and that the truth will actually come out about this, because this seems pretty bad. I want an explanation from CA about why it is that they're just deleting this guy from their Twitter and from their web pages and aren't making an actual official statement about this. It seems like this demands an explanation and an official statement, doesn't it? So let's have one. What is going on here? If you really like what I do and wish to support me, you can do that easily on my Patreon page, where I will do my best to reward you with perks in turn. Special thanks to my patron, Matteo Olivetti.